which is probably why it would never actually happen. Also, I'm being told yes, and it's the pyro ability for the air blast, because the air blast can the air blast hits projectiles. Oh, that makes it a lot more useful than I thought it was. Oh.
But we're still not done with the secondary slot,
Is that a
as
tuba?
there are also 3 banners. Each has a rage meter that is filled by dealing damage.
Banners?
Once full, it can be activated, giving a temporary buff to you and any teammates nearby, depending on which one you have equipped. The buff banner grants mini crit damage, the battalion's backup gives crit immunity and damage reduction, and the conch gives a speed boost and makes everyone affected heal when dealing damage. They also each give a...
I'm pretty sure that was a flat-out Doom reference, wasn't it? Yeah. I mean, sorry. That was definitely an Uncharted reference.
passive effect to the soldier when equipped. The conch gives health regeneration, the backup gives 20 extra health, and the buff banner doesn't have a passive boost and is completely non-selfish.
Oh.
Passive effect or not, these are great supportive options for your team and obviously work best when used in a group. As for melee,
It makes him a...
well, the tutorial is just kind of boring as there is very little reason to actually use it.
Oh.
But the unlockable melees provide their own utility with varying degrees.
A nightstick? It is a katana, a pickaxe, and it's a rusty board with a giant nail, sharp, like, it looks like one of the pegs for a train. Yeah, it's a train peg. I'm not sure the exact iron, whatever it's called. Just driven through there and sharpened to a point.
Of usefulness.
Okay.
I would say there are 3 kings of soldier melees. The escape plan increases movement speed at lower health, but marks you for death when you pull it out, making you take more damage.
Come to Star Sand Shoal. There's a little something I'd like your help with.
No. If you're near
Well,
death and you take more
wouldn't be
damage,
Clay's
you
mom
die
without a
easy.
hefty dose of mystery, huh?
There's enough bullets
Let's
lying
go see
around
what
that if
this
you're
is about.
in a class that's probably going to be middle to up front, you I mean, unless the speed boost is really worth it. I guess it could be worth it then, but
Disciplinary
Railway
action
spike,
can
that's
be used
worth.
to
Thanks,
hit
guys.
teammates, which gives both
Thanks,
of
Bill.
you a speed boost, making it really good
And
for
grid.
getting not only yourself, but other players to the front lines faster. And the Market Gardener gives crits while rocket jumping. It's not
This is the one I've heard about before. Also, just realized it is literally just a shovel you normally see, but just more reinforced. Yeah. Ooh, and Jazz. Howdy, Ariel. Just another poke for that Vintage Story lore vid. I remember you saying you wanted a better idea of how the game plays first, and it does explain gameplay too, so there you go. Honestly, that is one of the videos I do want to do. I think there's another 2 videos in the current Rubik's Raptor lookup that I'm going through right now before the rest of the playlist he has for that is a different playthrough. But once those initial 4, so really just 2 more videos are done, yeah, then we'll definitely check out the lore videos because I really want to find out more.
easy to land those crits, but the downside isn't a huge deal for a weapon you probably only pull out while rocket jumping. Those are the 3 best melee options for the soldier, depending on what you want to use.
What are the
As for
others?
the other 3, well,
They're just bad.
one of them is just the escape plan, but it gets...
Equalizer. Damage increases as user becomes injured. 90% less healing from medics? Why? I mean, if you want to play on hard mode, sure, but...
damage instead of speed, which will usually just get you killed faster. The Hasatoichi isn't super bad, but you really have to commit to a kill
Sorry, what did that say?
faster. The Hasatoichi is...
Gain 50% of the base health on kill. Okay. No random crits. Sheathing does 50 damage to yourself unless it kills.
What could the children be up to? Never mind.
Well,
Let them do as they please.
that sucks. Especially this game is so built around being able to switch between weapons for ideal options. Having a weapon that explicitly says, you use me correctly or you die. No.
It's Durin!
Also, what's up, Cosmic? I started watching your reaction. I'm glad you're doing those now. You're becoming us, Cosmic. One of us.
super bad, but you really have to commit to a kill when pulling it out. And the pain train makes you
Traveler
take
in
more
Paimon?
damage just so you can capture
I'm sorry,
objectives
I
faster.
hope I didn't scare you.
How much does plus one
No,
matter?
you
Like,
didn't scare us.
I can see that actually being
Give us
big
a little
thing if there's
surprise.
really good
Looks
way
like
to
you've
do
gotten
it.
even more powerful now.
It depends how useful it is. If,
I don't
if it's just
know.
a little bit,
It just
don't
feels
notice
like it's gotten harder to control.
noticeable.
I didn't mean to strike so hard. I'm so relieved you didn't get hurt.
Yeah.
It's all good. We've had
Although I guess
worse.
if you rocket jump to a position before anyone can get to an early game, you might be able to outrun scouts.
Ah, no, don't worry
But
about
at that
that.
point, you'd probably
It's
be
been very
confident
stable ever
that
since I
you'll
got
just
this
scout
body.
anyways.
Albedo made sure of that.
Soldiers unlock the weapons. Some are better than others. Some have their use cases.
What you saw just now is something that only started happening recently. Maybe I'm still acclimating or something. I'm sure it'll clear up over time. Anyway, what brings you here? Did you need something?
Well,
The day that the writer and the watcher crossed paths was the day that the magic, known as storytelling, was born.
so, she asked us to come.
Miss Alice?
You too? I guess I really do need to work on my impression. Well, never mind that. It's been too long, Mini Durin. And please, that's Aunt Alice to you.
Wait, what was that random reference?
I have brought you and the Traveler together here for a very important purpose. It has to do with your mom.
My mom?
I have no idea what this is. Maybe I
Indeed, fairy tale author extraordinaire, Anya Marie Andersdaughter. See, I knew this would be right up your alley.
You guys need to hit them.
Now then, if you'll open the book, I will begin narrating.
Soldier.
When facing
Hero
another
match.
American patriot, remember they have splash damage just like you.
That is an official American
Always
screen.
in cover to minimize chances for them to hit you, or take the high ground and stay away from walls to deny.
How often do you end up just killing each other by accident? Yeah, that'd be fun, man.
Splash damage entirely. Should they take the high ground themselves, you can rocket jump above them.
What
Note that
is
if an enemy
this
soldier
place?
rocket jumps at you,
Reminds
you can try
Paimon
to
of
hit them with an air
Simulacra.
shot by predicting their path.
The two are indeed similar.
Pyro.
Both worlds were built
I'm
using the same magic
It's
after
a bit of
all.
a special case. They
Oh.
work at long range, but they also have something I neglected to mention up to this point.
Aha!
The
So
air
it
blast.
is Alice!
This move is capable of
hello,
deflecting your rockets, and is why you need to be
Aunt
careful when
Alice?
shooting rockets at a pilot.
Oh, no need to be shy. Just
I know
think of me
Chandler
as one
told
of
me
your
about
mother's dearest friends.
Damn, does that look cool
You keep
now that I
talking
know
about
it?
stories
Does
and
explain why people were
magic.
telling me so much
What's
to
this
do
all
this.
about?
Huh.
Simulanka 2.0 or something?
Certainly not. Simulanka was a peerless masterpiece. Without the original author, it would be impossible to create a sequel,
There are
even
many
for me.
methods to counteract air blast. Shooting around a corner can make it difficult to air
But
blast
you
it back
are
at
right
you.
about one
Fire a
thing.
rocket a second
Just
later to
like
mess up
last
the fire's
time,
timing.
I
Just
want to
straight
show
up
you
pull out
a
the shotgun
work of
because they can't
magic
deflect
that
it.
has to do
This
with
doesn't make fire a
storytelling.
counter to soldier. You just need to think
What's
of it
this?
before you shoot at them, since deflected rockets are able to also hurt your teammates.
This is your mother's
Oh my
dying
God. I was
wish.
wondering if you put an Ave
My
Maria
mother's
when he saw the
dying
face. I'm like,
wish
no, it's
was
close, but it's
a
right there.
book?
Let me answer that with a question. What do you suppose would be a writer's greatest
I'm
regret?
not sure if I suck at air blasting, but I'm always going to miss time.
Have you ever read a book called The Little Witch and the Undying Fire?
Yeah. Demo man.
Dimmerman, like you, also uses a lot of
That's because it was the work of
projectiles.
more than
Unlike
one
you,
person.
lacks a hit scan
It
secondary
began
weapon.
as a little
Oh,
game at
that's
our
a
tea
projectile too.
parties. Each of us
Unlike your
took turns
rockets,
writing the
neither of
next part of the
explosives
story.
automatically detonate upon
I wrote the
contact with
first
wall,
volume,
and
then
are
the other
influenced by
mages took
gravity,
their
affecting
turns.
their accuracy.
M was
Pay
tasked with
attention
writing
to
the
their
final
shots.
volume
The
and
most dangerous at
tying
medium range.
everything up.
Your shotgun can destroy the
But
sticky
by the
bombs,
time
but the rocket
everyone had
launcher only
finished
knocks them
writing their
around.
parts,
Keep your distance
M
from
had
them
passed
when
away. Oh, it was
So
a
you could
terrible
accidentally
shame. A true
notice
tragedy.
Sustained damage and is deadly to fight when caught out in the open.
And
Have
that
you ever
is
rocket
the
jumped into a
answer to
rift
my
up the
question.
For some
A
reason, you
writer's
seem to instantly
greatest
die upon
regret
trying to
is
do
to
so.
leave a
However,
story
most miniguns make a
unfinished.
sound when ripped up, allowing you to know
But
when to
all
fire
is not
fast.
lost.
Even when
I
it's
couldn't
not.
stand the doom and gloom of it all, so I went ahead and wrote an ending myself on her behalf.
Sure when I was playing what
Then what's this book?
Because again,
This
I
is
was
the
very
answer
new. I
your
probably
mother
made a
gave to
ton
the
of really
same
dumb
question.
mistakes.
In her
Really
eyes,
suck if that video
this
still
was
live for
her
everyone to see and then
greatest
find out
regret.
Exactly what I did wrong.
She made me promise that I would bring
How
it to
does that
you
which video it was?
because she
Taking
believed
advantage
the
of your
only
rocket's power
person who
time,
could
you peek
resolve
and
this
hit them around the
regret
corner while limiting
is
your
you.
exposure to their gun.
So my
Doing that
mother's
without
greatest
shooting the
regret
usually.
is
So trying to
another
do this to the left
unfinished
will just result in
story?
a self-made firework display for the heavy player.
You could say that.
Oh.
And I guess resolving the regret means finishing the story?
That's one way to put it.
Don't underestimate the power of the shotgun.
Is a straight answer too much to ask for?
Her answer was quite the opposite of what I'd expected. But oh, how touching it was. I'd love to tell you what she said, I really would. But that would spoil the plot, and we can't have that. Spoilers ruin everything.
So I didn't actually know it did bonus damage to buildings. That's very useful. Which means that not only is the weapon that is doing less damage to buildings explicitly bad, it's getting rid of the bonus. So it's even a bigger drop-off than I thought. Well, shit.
Just think of this task as giving a story a much-needed ending. All I ask is that you do your best.
No one's gonna make fun of you for it?
I
That's
understand.
the worst part. They were
But
being
I
supportive.
only just started learning
don't
human
worry, dude.
script,
People walk
and
into
I don't
walls
have
all the
any
time and get
writing
lost.
experience at all.
It happened twice.
Relax. Why else do you think your dear aunt went and found you two such wonderful helpers? With their experience, you'll have so many story ideas you won't know what to do with them. So don't be shy to ask lots of questions.
Oh,
Either be careful of peeking no and sniper sightlines or
he had to
Yeah,
edit in the underwear.
Just to help
which
Durin
means he found a
fulfill
model
his
that was
mother's
tight enough
dying
that
wish,
YouTube might
then
have problems
we're
with
in.
it.
Aunt
I was
Alice,
going
could
to
I
ask
ask,
where you would find that? Then I realized
what
I'm
kind of
asking this
story
about
was
nudity
my
on the
mother
internet.
hoping to write?
Do you want to say anything more?
I had a feeling this might come up, but that answer isn't mine to give. You'll have to find it yourself, here inside this book.
Don't worry.
Yeah, I can't do that,
We'll
man.
help you come up with
I
loads
can't
of
aim on things that
ideas.
are standing still, let
Yeah,
alone
Let's find a
moving.
nice spot where we can settle in and read through this thing. We could even get some snacks, too.
Ooh, the actual process might not be quite the
Yeah.
walk in the park you're imagining, Paimon.
Really? This is coming from
Why
someone
is
who's
that?
main spy. Spy preys
Because
on
when
your
Em
complacency
created
and
this
watch your
book,
back.
she borrowed my magic. In other words, it's not a book you can
Is
just
the
pick up
jack
and
of all
read.
trades when it comes
It's a
to combat.
magical book.
Easy to pick up, hard to master, and a blast
Its
to play through
chapters
round
are
one.
scattered
Very
through
much intended.
memories of the
Whether you become
past.
yet another
Gather them
soldier
all,
or pick up
and
a
the
different
book
class
will
in the
show
long
you
run.
its
He's great
secrets.
for beginners, not just
So,
because he's easy to
where
pick
are we
up,
supposed to
but you also
find
get a
these
good view of
memories?
how the game works
Em
within the
left
other
a
classes.
trail of clues
So
for
get
each
in there,
unfinished
soldier.
chapter.
You may be
Follow the
brain
hints,
damaged,
and you'll find them. Oh, and when it comes to adding to the story yourselves, you'll need to use this.
And this is...
This, my dear little Paimon, is the ink Em left behind. Infused with a little of my own magic, of course. If you're planning on writing something inside the book, you'll need it. It's extremely precious, so be sure to use it sparingly. This is all that's left.
Firing right from the middle.
So we need to
Actually, that's
search
one of
for
the
the
things I worry
memories
about.
and
In this
keep an eye
section
on
right
how
here, we
much
have
ink
the-
we're using.
The original, right in the
It
middle.
just had to be
Does
a
that mean
wild
if you're
goose
corner
chase,
peeking,
didn't
You
it?
can do it more effectively
Perhaps
from
it's
the side
just
so you don't blow
another
yourself.
form of storytelling.
I don't actually
Em
know.
was ever so creative when it came to things like that. Just
That is a
think
lot
of it
of
as a
Em
little
said.
challenge your mom left behind. Who knows? There could
Ouchie.
even be a mysterious prize at the end of it all.
I wonder if he's going to be doing other. Oh god, the spy with the soldiers.
I don't care about
Oh
that.
man.
This was my mother's dying wish.
Oh, they actually had multiple.
Whatever it
people act out
takes,
the
I'll
jokes?
find a way.
Oh wow. Didn't realize you had such a big team at this point.
With the two of us by your side, you'll be just
Wow.
fine.
Okie dokie. That should be pretty much all you need to know. Oh,
That's actually pretty
and
cool.
once the story's complete, do let me have a little look-see, okay? I've read everything
yeah,
she
I like
ever
doing it
wrote,
too, man, and
so
John Hill
naturally,
style
I
is
can't miss this one.
Exactly what I'm looking for when it comes to this kind of thing.
Yeah. Most of the
I
time,
just
you're
like
pretty
it. There's
hard to
always
pin
fun
down.
Stuff to do, and I just
Don't worry,
Soldier looks
I'll know
cool,
when you're
man.
finished. Just wait for me
partially
to reach
because You
out.
could do rocket jumping without any downsides. If I was better at
All right,
maybe
off you
jumping in a
go. I
controlled
can't
way and
wait
then
to hear
hitting
how the
someone
story
with a melee
ends.
attack midair. Oh, it'd be the greatest rush. Would I ever succeed in doing it? I'm aware the answer is no, but it would be cool.
Oh,
I wish I had
here
that
we are
skill.
again.
Or the time to learn it.
Alice's
Two things I never
magic
had.
really is incredible,
Either way, you
huh?
guys know the deal. There's a link below to the
Right.
original video. Hit it up.
Alice
And
mentioned
when
we should be
next
on the
one comes
lookout
out,
for
let me know,
clues.
because I'm me. I will miss it. But if you guys let me know, which is how I found out about this in the first place, I want
A
that.
corner of
Thank you in advance if you do.
repose for countless tales, watched over by the honor of knights. A
see you guys
place for stories to sleep, perchance to dream of ancient cities and the epics of ages past. There, A witch once spent a sleepless night, and all to bring forth a story yet untold. Find the place I speak of, for it is where the seeds of this story lie.
Was that a riddle? Where do you think this mysterious place could be? Hey, you might actually be onto something. Guess that means we need to head back to Mondstadt?
I had a feeling that's where we would be headed. After all, it's where my mother was from, and I bet it's where she wrote this story, too.
Oh, hello there, Click. It's me,
Yeah,
Mr.
that makes sense.
Facepalm. I'm so happy
Still,
to be back on the
I feel
channel.
bad about dragging the two of you along on such a long journey.
Don't worry about it. We don't really have much going on right now, so we're all yours. Come on, let's go.
Welcome everyone to r/facepalm, one of the beautiful subreddits on Reddit where we have facepalm moments, kind of like Mr. Facepalm here. Well, my entire life is facepalm. Yeah, that's really sad. So I do hope you enjoy it as much as I enjoy being here today. Let's get into it, baby. Oh, this is really cool. Thank you. Damn.
Hello. Selfie. Oh, you look good. How are you doing, dear?
I thought
Oh, that sucks. What are you up to?
racist.
Here's the bikini picture.
The average scammer experience. Oh yes, indeed. Isn't it beautiful? I love seeing this when people are just like pulling scammers along and see how far they will go. It's like, oh, you're racist podcast. This is the guy I want to send pics to. Hell yeah. That's
Back in the Mondstadt Library, huh?
You know what?
Talk about a trip down memory lane.
So, we're supposed to find the seeds of the story, right? What do you think that means?
Well, we're in a library, so it's gotta be books, right? But seriously, there's so many here. How are we supposed to know which ones we need?
Making a racket in a library? You should know better than that.
This can't be
Lisa!
real. This can't be
Oh,
like a serious poster, right? This
sorry
has to
about
be a
that.
joke.
Now, who do we have here? Ah, my golden-haired cutie. And my little horn cutie, too.
Who is
Sorry,
this?
Miss
Your
Lisa.
girlfriend.
I know you taught me to be quiet in the library, but Paimon was just trying to help. Please don't be too hard on her.
Well, it has been far too long since we saw each other, so I suppose I can let it slide just this once.
Yeah, I know how guys work. You act like it's just for work, but I seen the messages. You want the fricker, and I'm telling
Back when he first arrived here, poor Jean wasn't sure what to do with him, so I stepped in to lend a hand. I figured, if I can handle a boy raised by wolves, then teaching one who's part dragon should be a walk in the park.
Nice! Sounds like Durin was welcomed with open arms.
Why, of course. Now, let's save the reminiscing for another time. I'm sure you're here for a reason. Did you need to borrow some books?
It's kind of hard to explain. Maybe you could take a look at this.
Oh?
Is my boyfriend. We are in gay relationships. We go on gay dates and we gay kiss each other. We sometimes lay in bed and gay cuddle together.
Ah, I see. These so-called seeds of the story must be the books that inspired its creation. That's just how it is with stories. They grow out of the tales that came before them. And that mage, I can almost picture her here, hundreds of years ago, scribbling away at one of these very desks.
But we don't know anything about this story. How are we supposed to figure out which books inspired it?
As it happens, just before I found you here, I was looking into something rather peculiar. One of the knights reported seeing some books that weren't listed anywhere in our catalog. Stranger still, just as he went to reach out for them, the books vanished into thin air. And then, a while later, while he was browsing through other shelves, there they were again.
Seriously?
That particular knight knows this library inside and out. I'd be very surprised if he was seeing things. Something tells me these might just be the magical books you're after. According to the report, there are 3 of these books in total. I'll be relying on you to track them down, cuties.
Enjoy spending time with people. One of the things that is most challenging here is making sure you have enough people around you that do the same thing that you can.
Kinda looks like a poetry collection. But why is part of the title missing? Let's see what Lisa makes of it.
But the last part is oh,
wait! Did Klee write this one? Should this even be here? We better show it to Lisa.
Maybe it can fit here. Great.
Simply Mom. Hey, Mama. How do you deal with baby fever? We have 3 girls, but I
Second strongest spell in existence. Do not show Klee. Wait, there's actually a book like that right here in the Mondstadt library? That title's just gonna make people even more curious. Huh. There's definitely something fishy about this one.
How about crossing intimate boundaries with your partner? That is a nice, healthy way of having like baby talks and that sort of thing. Yes,
Let's hang on to this one for now. Could be one of the ones we're looking for. It's one of M's after all.
That you would do something like this in the first place. Absolutely disgusting. The second thing is that you're like so comedically confident about it that you will also publicly
An experiment log. Looks like part of the title's been erased. There's something seriously suspicious about this book.
Oh my God. Never have a partner and never have kids.
Many people write themselves about Cavill's attractiveness.
Oh yeah, that he's actually hotter than people claim he is, I suppose.
He used
Well,
to
did you manage to find them?
Youthful exuberance. Fit.
You're saying he's not fit anymore.
Huh.
Now his
This
bald
book
head
definitely
is
doesn't belong here.
ruined by steroids.
Yeah, we can tell just from reading the title.
With him being a crazy
Albedo was the one who brought it in. He suggested I place it on the restricted list and keep it sealed away.
Why?
Who would have thunk it?
He said it's full of forbidden alchemical formulas, some of which could even result in the creation of dangerous monsters.
It's okay if you don't find like
Apparently, the danger it posed was so great, he didn't even feel like it was safe to carry around or keep it in his workshop.
Really? Definitely sounds like it shouldn't be here then.
Still, if that mage read this book too, it must have been written a lot earlier than I'd imagined. Well, did you manage to find them?
Masculinity. Okay, that's a new one, I suppose.
May you and your
Truly extraordinary, and certainly not the kind of thing that should be just lying around. In fact, Miss Alice gave strict instructions about it.
So, it's some kind of book of spells? Paimon's guessing magic this powerful should be kept a secret.
It's true. This book does contain one of Miss Alice's spells. But honestly, virtually no one could actually pull it off, even if they tried. The only reason it's even meant to be in the restricted section is because we can't let Klee get her hands on it. After Klee was born, Miss Alice advised us to seal it away. She even added that little subtitle herself.
So, it's to keep it away from Klee, huh? Does that mean she could use it to cause even more mayhem than she already does with Jumpy Dumpty?
No, that's not it. As Miss Alice herself put it, letting Klee see it too early would spoil the surprise. Well, did you manage to find them?
It's not a very nice location for like, a family picnic, if I put it that way. But this is kind of like how you can excuse that.
Yes, this is a restricted book, all right. It certainly isn't supposed to be here.
Huh. And it looks like a regular poetry collection. How did it end up being classified as a restricted book?
The issue lies with one of the poems inside. You've heard of the great battle that took place on Dragonspine, yes? 500 years ago, during the cataclysm in Conria, an evil dragon descended upon Mondstadt. A fierce battle with Dvalin ensued, but in the end, the evil dragon fell, and Dragonspine became its resting place.
We're talking about Durin, the Durin of Dragonspine.
Well, the poem in question turns the whole battle into a dance, with the evil dragon recast as an innocent child who came here in search of friends. But given all the suffering experienced at the claws of that dragon, how could the people of Mondstadt accept such a retelling? Bards are often accused of inventing history or distorting the truth in their ballads. But this one hit a bit too close to home. And since the knights back then were unable to track down the author, they decided to ban the entire collection. blot out the title and seal it away for good.
So the version in the poem, it was all a lie?
I'm afraid that question is something only the dragon himself could answer. Well, would you look at that? Seems like these are the little troublemakers you're after. And all three just so happen to be forbidden texts. What kind of story requires reference material like that, I wonder?
Forbidden texts? You know, the first time you mentioned that the library had a restricted section, I thought you were just trying to scare us. Are you saying it actually exists?
Not really something you should be poking your little nose into, is it, cutie?
Sorry.
Seeing as it was Miss Alice who asked you to look for these books, I won't question the matter. But they'll need to be sealed away again once you're done, so don't forget to return them.
Don't worry, Miss Lisa. I won't forget.
Well then, that's all from me. After all that hard work, I think I've earned myself a nice cup of tea.
Which is pretty wild. Thanks for that one, nature, I suppose.
All right, we've gathered all the reference books. What's next?
Being an independent contractor sucks for a lot of reasons, but it also offers you the unique ability to tell people
look!
to fuck off in delightful ways.
Hi, Caleb. I was just informed you weren't on the morning. How come? Going forward, morning meetings are a requirement for employment at Blorp. I expected 9 a.m. EST.
Long, long ago, an evil dragon descended upon the human world, bringing terrible calamity in its wake. Bravely did the people resist, until at last, the dragon lay slain. Later, a witch with a love for stories came upon the tale of the evil dragon, and for reasons she could not explain, felt a pang of sorrow on its behalf. For she knew, despite its body being born of wicked alchemy, all along, the dragon's soul was that of an innocent child. Right up to the moment of its death, it had no choice in becoming a vessel of calamity, nor could it fathom the cruel fate that lay before it. Though the witch had a love of stories, she was not pleased with how this one ended. No, that won't do, she thought. I'll write you a better ending instead. And so she set off to do just that, borrowing a little magic from her friend. With it, she wove a dragon's egg, resolving to rear a dragon child of her own. Yet long in thought she lingered, wondering what kind of world her little dragon ought to behold upon waking.
Reviewing a symphony. Next time, stick to your finger painting. You're not welcome back. Did you just call your paying customers donkeys?
Oh, that is amazing. You know, one thing that I realized, especially when I was working a lot with music and like writing music and producing and that sort of thing. Check out my second music channel, by the way. It's very cute and adorable. The thing that you realize after a while is that most people that listen to it are not gonna be like, you know, super invested musicians. Most people listening to stuff are normies. Most people that go to museums and stuff are normies. You know, most people are like...
At last, she made her mind up, adorning the cradle with a trace of palatial splendor. Then, she quietly waited for the egg to hatch.
Right? So, being like this and basically insulting, I don't know, 95% of your potential, like, consumer base is absolutely... Oh
Whoa!
Oh,
We're actually inside the story!
This must be Aunt Alice's magic.
About like age and stuff on Twitter. Who would have thunk it?
When their hormones are high and bones are the most elastic for less painful birth.
bones are the most... Okay.
Yeah.
A story about
Yeah, you sure
me?
about
Why don't we just see where the story takes us? All we know is the beginning at this point.
Okay.
For example, women were so much happier back in the 50s because the divorce rates were
And now a golden-haired traveler, a silvery sprite, and a dragon-born youth step onto the stage. What new chapter will their arrival bring?
So of course people aren't going to divorce when that
Whoa! That came out of nowhere. Was that the same voice we heard just now?
Because it allows people to be happier and have more individual freedom. So those kind of
Yeah.
statistics are always very skewed.
But
and always tell like.
Why does it sound so familiar?
I get the feeling that these sort of
I've
crazy,
missed this.
like,
It's just like the stories my mother used to tell me.
weird, like,
You mean
elastic bones
Em?
to try to justify
She used to tell you stories?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
This gives them
she
lots of
loved
years
it.
with their kids
Back
and
when
keeps
she
them
was still
aging.
alive.
What do you mean?
Sorry, we should focus on what we're here to do. So, now that we're in the story, what's next?
The dragon youth wondered aloud. Yet all he could do was wait for the story to unfold. Of course, there's something to be said for helping it along. Perhaps a little exploration could prove fruitful.
Oh, is that a hint?
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
Starting off this little essay in a classy manner. AKA the pitching mount where a bunch of men have gone to bat. This is a surefire way to tell if your girl is a virgin.
For a moment, the story crashers fell silent. Perhaps waiting around wasn't such a bad idea after all. Yet those who never stray beyond the main plot often miss the fun little details along the way.
This must be the dragon egg, right? Looks like it's gonna hatch any moment now. So we've got a dragon egg about to hatch, a witch who loves stories, and that evil dragon we heard about at the beginning. Yep, it all adds up.
This is my story, isn't it?
Okay, so how are we supposed to help the story along? It feels like all we can do right now is wait.
Apparently, it hadn't dawned on the group to look for a way to help the egg hatch faster.
Oh, right! We're at the point in the story where we're waiting for the baby dragon to hatch. So that has to happen before the story can continue.
With the flames at his command, perhaps the dragon youth might be able to provide the egg with sufficient warmth.
Don't worry.
What? You want us to roast the dragon egg?
The silvery sprite's surprise betrayed her lack of reading. For in countless tales, it is told that only by fire's embrace will a dragon's egg hatch swiftly.
Huh, you kinda have a point there.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Instead have the problem that data is incredibly abundant. Like there's data and information about everything, and it's always overwhelming. So now the challenge isn't how you spread things. Now the challenge is how you filter out.
Stay back!
Everything I see, if I just like go away from, for example, specifically looking at the people I follow on Twitter and look at like the recommended for you, all of it is trash.
Get back!
This reply bots, because now it's monetized apparently, so they're just spamming unrelated memes on meme pages, or it's like checkmark accounts just spreading like the most unhinged opinions because
Watch out! A turning point in...
Let every unborn right be welcomed with tender anticipation, and may that warmth stay with it for a lifetime. At last, under the witch's expectant gaze, the little dragon broke free from its shell. No living being has ever decided the moment of its birth. You were no exception, my child. I brought you into being because I willed it so. Just like the witch who created that evil dragon. But I promise you this. Your birth was wanted. You are loved. And you will have a different fate than the dragon that came before you.
You've never told me those things before, but for some reason, I always knew. Thank you for bringing me into this world.
It's kind of an interesting concept, is it not? German.
The waiting witch did not feel lonely, for she had 3 visitors by her side. Together, they beheld the hatchling's first breath of life.
Oh my god.
Holding her dragon child close, the witch promised him a life